Check, check. Audio levels look good. Big giant head on the screen. I think we're streaming. Hi everybody, it's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to Adventures After Dark. I am very excited to be home and to be streaming tonight. And I hope you guys are all excited that the weekend is here and you have something fun planned. So, just to get you off to a very gentle, easygoing start to the week, let's play some Lotro. Last week I was going to take Nemini, my hunter, out on Arkenstone. Maybe update her a little bit, get her some new LIs. I think that's probably a good plan. We ended up taking Antler out, getting a couple of epic battles done, so that maybe we can look at doing some 12-man Deeping Wall on Wednesday, and maybe have Antler come along just for fun. But we won't be doing that tonight, so let's enter Middle-earth. That was quite dramatic music. And I hope nobody tells Puppet Box that I was 9 minutes late starting the stream. Yellow Big Red. Yellow Big Forbin Kid. Hi. Happy Friday. Tonight's snacks. I've got salt and pepper pistachios. And then just for fun, wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. Both are quite delicious. I will not be mixing them, so I'll probably save the almonds for last. And then I thought, just for something different, I want to try something I haven't had in a while. So I thought I would drink a Coke Zero while I eat this. Actually, I got very concerned. I realized I drank a full case of Coke Zero from Tuesday to Tuesday last week. So, yeah, I have a Coke problem. But in my case, it's really bad because I don't think they have a rehab program for Coke Zero. I'll just try to discipline myself more. I drink water and iced tea and even milk occasionally. But I love me some Coke Zero. I don't know what to say. Yeah, so we were going to take Nemini out. And interesting. All of a sudden we have very large gaps in our skill tree. I wonder why that is. Because I have to reset her traits. I don't remember that being the case last week. That's very strange. But okay, I could do that. I didn't think you could spec Yellow Line Hunter anymore. Did they fix that again? Used to be Happy Friday. Now the only thing you miss with retirement are the weekends. Ah, well, congratulations on retirement. I always try to warn people that the entire time you've been married, your wife has been working on a honey-do list for all the crap she's going to make you do when you retire. So never retire, because you'll get no rest. It's 7 days a week with that honey-do list. But that's okay. Did they put yellow trait line back in? I don't know. That's okay. That's a lot of stuff. It looks like we're going to go deep into yellow trait line. And not too deep, I suppose. Okay, well that's kind of fun. Let's get this rearranged. Quick shot and penetrating shot both go a long way towards helping wreck fools. Pinning shot. What's the cooldown on that? Eight seconds. $20 for barbed arrow. 20 seconds for blood arrow. Merciful shot, 20 seconds. A lot of 20-second cooldowns here. 18 seconds. What else we got? Bard's arrow. Set trap. Low cut. That's melee. Dazing blow. 20 seconds. Pinning shot. 8 seconds. I wonder if I'm not missing a few things. I would not be surprised. Donnie checking in. Hello, Donnie. Welcome, buddy. Yeah, we'll keep working on that. Let's check the skill set. So one of the things I've been doing the last couple of weeks is dusting off characters I haven't played in a while. We worked with my 118th level Guardian on Crick Hollow, Big Ed Mustafa. Tonight it's my 123rd level Hunter on Arkenstone, Nemini. Haven't played her in a long time. Haven't even gotten her... I think she's still got both of her old LIs. And frankly, I played her after the new LI system came out. She was so powerful, it was like, I don't even know I need to waste my time upgrading her LIs. Of course, she'll be even more powerful with the new LI set, so we'll get that done. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I wanted to take a look and see if I'm missing any combat skills. Passage of Nature, Purge Poison, Passage of Foes, Bright Campfire, Passage of Shadow, Camouflage. Doesn't look like it. The Archer's Art. Blindside, Barbed Arrow, some stances. Oh, Distracting Shot doesn't look like it's... Oh yeah, I got Distracting Shot. And that is a 3-minute cooldown. We'll put that here. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of travel skills. It's good to be a hunter. Interesting. I do not have many characters that are vanguards when it comes to epic battle. And to be perfectly honest, as much as I've run epic battles, I have very little knowledge or experience with vanguard. That's kind of fun. You know, you've been playing a game for almost 16 years and there's still stuff to learn. That's kind of exciting. Alright, well, the basics are there. Probably need to clean some of this up a little bit. Like, didn't I have an Osgiliath travel thing that was... Aldberg. Travel to personal house. No, I don't want to go there. I'm simply trying to remove my travel skills from my main skill bar, which is a good thing. So if we check my other skill bars, this looks like travel points and mounts. There's Osgiliath, Rivendell, Misty Mountains, Surikaila, West Angmar, East Angmar, Ekad Dunan. Must be a milestone skill. Oh, you can guide to Ekad Dunan? I did not know that. Guide to the Murkeeves, Dol Amrith. There's Carascaladon. That should be down here somewhere, but that's okay. The worst problem I have is my travel points are a little out of order. I can live with that. Ponton Finberry checking in. Hello, Ponton. How are you, buddy? Okay, it actually looks like skill bar's not in too bad a shape. So, let's go ahead and trade up I'm just going to do something weird. Weird is kind of my thing. Maybe I'm just thinking of Minstrel. They took yellow trait line away. I thought Hunter was using yellow trait line Ponton. Ponton is eating ice cream with fresh strawberry and blackberry. That sounds delicious. I bought the fast cooldown for travel and was disappointed to see it was just for the one character. Yeah, those single character purchases are pretty damned expensive. Alright, that's weird. I like it. So far, Minstrel lost a trait line, and Warden is next on the list to lose yellow. Okay. Bloody Rain checking in. Hello, Bloody Rain. Welcome. Thanks for coming by and saying howdy. Hope you're off to a good start to your weekend. So speaking of pistachios, I just got back from Texas. I had to go down there for a work thing. I finally got to try Bluebell ice cream. It is fantastic. Antler checking in. Hello, Antler. So excited for the Warden updates. Miss Old Warden. So, if you're forced to go to Texas for any reason, my advice is make the most of it and get some Bluebell ice cream while you're there. Dude, Bluebell is great. I agree. Why did none of that save? I'm not even sure what the hell just happened. Rora checking in. Hello, Rora. Hopefully you heard the news. I was hoping to run into All Up Enya and maybe Aurora while I was down there. I was too tied up with work stuff. My apologies for that. But I was just telling everybody, Aurora, I got to try Bluebell ice cream while I was there. It was fantastic. I did. Sad we couldn't meet up, but maybe next time. Yeah, I think so. Well, I'll know next time that if I have to go down there for a work thing, it wouldn't have been a problem for me to just add an extra day to the trip. And, I mean, I didn't know until now I know because I went. Singer says, yo, welcome back. So, it was a good trip, lots of positive outcomes, and hopefully when Mrs. Mustafa is back to being fit as a fiddle, I'll maybe get to travel a little more. I generally don't like traveling for work, but yeah, once in a while it's not a bad thing. And if I get a chance to pop by and visit with friends occasionally, we've got some facilities out in Phoenix, and I have friends in Surprise, Arizona. They've actually been looking for people to travel a bit, and I have a lot to do at my home campus. And with Mrs. Mustafa still recouping, I don't like being away. So I'm not looking to do a whole lot of traveling anytime too soon, but I'm curious what you guys came down here for. Do you have a facility located here? Yeah, there's 3 data centers and a very large corporate campus. And we actually have a rule about not even saying who you work for on social media. So I can't name the company I work for. since technically I think Twitch would be considered social media. But yeah, we've got a pretty big presence in both Dallas and Austin. Just to give you a hint, the large 4 or 5 building campus is very near Roanoke, Texas. So, just with what we do, I guess they don't want to make it easy to... neither of those saved after I traded all that stuff out. That's really annoying. Phishing and social engineering are problems in the IT world. So if we don't go around saying who we work for, then it's not as easy to hack us. I have to say, just looking at my personal email, it's really shocking how many phishing attempts there are just every day. Your account has been suspended. Click here. Yeah, we're shipping out your $1,200 TV. Here's a copy of the invoice. Call this number if this isn't something you ordered. And it's just like, yeah, whatever. My favorite is your Amazon account has been suspended. It's like, okay. You get notices about problems with the account at a bank you don't even work with. Singer and Bacchus. Hi, Bacchus. I'm good. Same trait trick and forgot to save. Well, I clicked apply and I always tell it to save. I didn't see the save button had come up. I can't believe I didn't hit it. But I'm not a smart man. They could write books about what I don't know. Okay, well that looks pretty good. Okay, we're going to apply. Okay. If I go to 2, that feels like it didn't save either. Oh, I remembered the 2 trait line. That's really weird. Okay, so that's all still there, but 1 disappeared. Well, let's get to the important stuff and crack this open. What degenerate goes red-yellow? I don't know. I'm ashamed to be even playing Hunter at all, Bacchus. Hunter class is worst class. But I feel like now that we got Antler through all the rebel ones who fished Bacchus, now that we got Antler through Deeping Wall 2-man, I feel like I can spend some time on this character tonight. Did you guys play Wednesday? Did you guys do anything fun? Okay, so it's still there. Very underpowered, I agree, exactly. So, now one of my problems with retooling this character, I very much like the fact that she crafted her own first stage 100th level weapon. Harbinger of Tears is a crossbow crafted by Nemone. And that kind of goes away with the new system. It's a little bit of a bummer. Oh, Nemini also crafted her sword. Very cool. How did she do that? I did say Nemini crafted it, right? One-handed sword. Oh, bound to Nemini, crafted by Mirabella. Mirabella is my hobbit burglar on Arkenstone, and she's my weaponsmith. Okay, I just misread that. Now, if I wanted to, I could have made a first stage club or a first stage spear, whatever hunters can use. But Nemini's a woodworker. So let's go here and
hello.
Let's look at our vault. Small starlit crystal, legendary fragments, compendiums of Middle Earth. There's a lot of stuff in here that's completely useless now. Worn symbol of the Elder King. Yeah, all that stuff used to be valuable and sought after. I didn't make it, but Zinger and Gore ran sword halls with Rem, got him leveled up. Oh, that's nice. I love you, Ed, but you're a Philistine in this regard. I'm a Philistine in a lot of different ways. Anybody who's seen the Twitter message for tonight's stream would probably agree. It reminded me of stream, actually. Yeah, I was hoping to meet up with Aurora and All Up last night, and instead I ended up playing designated driver for my boss and my boss's boss. It was quite an adventurous night. We had a good time. Really wish I could have gotten to break away and hang out with you guys for at least a few hours. That would have been fun. Moobot says, check out the most recent Lotro letter here. Yeah, nothing like driving around the Dallas Metroplex in your boss's rental car while your boss and his boss are sitting in there with you. Hopefully that scored you some brownie points. It was a great trip and lots of brownie points were scored, and I came back with lots of good news. So very happy little excursion to Texas. It was just too short. I think I was looking to store my current legendaries. And we'll see if I've got room at the housing chest. That's great. Glad it went well. What's the dirt, Ed? Now, one of the reasons I went down there was for my annual review, even though I've only been at the new company for, well, 5 months. It was my 2022 annual review, and everything was just very positive, and boss is very happy, and that's much better than having your boss yell at you like they're playing Apex Legends. Add space for 100 mithril coin. Yeah, I don't think so. There's just no such thing as enough storage. I haven't even considered the fact that her bags are just chock full of junk. In any game. Exactly. I don't even think I have task items to turn in, do I? I don't have a lot of any one particular task item. Relics of Minas Ithil. Minimum level 130. I'm not there. Alright, well. We will head to Rivendell. If I were Rivendell, I would be here. Buy a character slot rather than a carry-all, just a bit slower to use, yeah. That's good advice. I just hate wasting a character slot for a mule character. I've just never really done it. I guess I don't need all these maps to the party tree. That's probably silly. Definitely don't need a map to Minas Tirith Midsummer. Don't really need a map to the Barrow Downs. Misty Mountains, Winter's Home. Definitely don't need a map to Winter's Home. I generally don't even do Yule Festival. Maps to Bywater. Bound maps I can get rid of. Maps to the party tree. More maps to the party tree. Let's see what else we got. More Minas Ithil. Oh, well, this at least let me get started on legendaries. Mule wants to keep getting out of the pen and running, exactly. I created a mule character on Evernight, and I started playing her. I think I made a human burglar. Bjorning Spear. Hunter. We'll stick with crossbow. I could have to unequip both of the old ones. Hunter sword. Okay, so those are forged up. It's a happy thing. Hunter traceries. So we need level 121. Interesting. Okay, who wants to edumacate their old pal Big Ed Mustafa? I don't remember seeing subcategories like this before. Is this something they've reworked recently, or has Hunter always been like this? Where they've got Trapper of Foes, General Damage, Bowmaster. I think you can have them appraised and draw like script out of them. And I don't remember if I've done that on Nemini or not. You can keep them. You don't have to break them down or anything. All classes should be like that now. Oh, okay, that came out with the update. They reworked class traceries into categories and specs. Okay. That makes it a little bit more like the old system. So, red line is Bowmaster. So that's my primary line, so I'm primarily going to run Bowmaster traceries and general damage. My philosophy is that weapons are designed to damage foes, so I tend to focus on damage. And then defense and other buffs, that's for jewelry, for armor, for other stuff. But usually you end up taking a few defensive upgrades on weapons. So, okay. We want to be Hunter, Bowmaster 121. Okay, I think I actually like this. I thought it was just a little tedious to have the 4 different tiers of traceries at each level, and now it looks like that's gone. There's just traceries. You don't have to worry about common, rare, epic, or legendary traceries. It's just traceries. Never Envy. Hi, Never Envy. And Donnie says, hello, buddy. For those of you who aren't that familiar with my friend Donnie, aka Bear WSHS, Donnie uses a voice-to-text program to type, and occasionally it mistranslates words. So if he says something that seems off-putting or slightly offensive, it's purely by accident. It's like autocorrect on your phone, happens to everybody. So don't worry about Donnie, he's a good egg. Singer says, well, all the rarities are still in there, just crammed together for each tracery. Wow, okay. So it's more tedious now. Let's see what we got. Do I even have Rain of Arrows? Yeah, I have Rain of Arrows still. I don't see traceries for quick shot. Am I missing something? Okay. What is upshot? Oh, there's upshot. General damage, general utility, huntsman, bowmaster, trapper of foes. So I know these were the upper two levels. Is purple better than yellow? I guess we could just check the straights and see. Plus 8, plus 20, plus 15, 15, 2. Plus 9, plus 22, plus 15, 2. So purple... Oh, I could also just tell by the price. Okay. So let's barter for that. That took a long time to happen. Oh, they improved the mounting system too. Good. Distracting shot. Cry of the Hunter bubble. Beneath notice. So general damage. Penetrating shot is one I use a lot. I think I generally use strength stance. No, I'm in precision. So we'll take that one. So let's go back to Bowmaster. Well, I use Heartseeker occasionally. In fact, against bosses, that's usually a pretty good opener. Rain of arrows. And I guess I'll be using upshot. And for yellow line, we've got trap damage, lingering wound, explosive arrow. It's a cooldown on explosive arrow. It's another one I haven't used before. 10 seconds. I don't know, I'd use it very much. I'll have to go out and resort that again. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding traceries I even want to buy. I mean, lingering wound and traps and explosive arrow just aren't skills I've used. I guess we can look at Huntsman. Barrage damage. Press onward. Strength of the earth, morale. Well, let's go back through general. I'm not going to have anything to put on my sword. General utility, beneath notice. I just don't use it. Cry of the Hunter. Also not ringing the bell. Did you already put on the crit multiplier legacies, induction bow damage, etc.? Well, I thought those were stance specific. And again, I haven't played a lot of Hunter for a long time. So my stances are strength and precision. Stance strength, stance precision. So if I go back to general damage, induction bow damage, focus bow critical multiplier, we'll do burn hot. May as well do needful haste. Got rain of arrows, got upshot. Let's go to trapper of foes. We'll do explosive arrow. Lingering wound. I don't know that I have that yet. Piercing trap. Huh. I don't know. I think lingering wound is only given in yellow line. You do not have any valid items to use that. Okay, good. We can move on. Got hunter-specific traceries on both weapons. So, heraldic traceries. We want agility and vitality. 121 rare. That's going to be Serpent. More agility than vitality. Sparrow is more vitality than agility. Ooh, I've run out of script. Interesting. I forget what the process is to have my old legendaries appraised. Yeah, the two. Jaren Thex Dragon says, Big Ed the boss. Use the menu at the bottom to open the old LI panel. Oh, apparently I have an old bridle too. Okay, that'll keep me busy. People are waking up here, so I need to be sociable. Have a great rest of your stream, Ed, and take care, chat. See you here again next time. Bacchus, have a great morning. We'll talk to you soon. Starlit Crystal, I think, melts into something useful. Oh, that would be nice. Did they actually do something with that stuff? I haven't gotten rid of any of my Starlit Crystals. It would sure be nice if they were useful for something. Dare to dream. Okay, where was I? Heraldic Traceries. Again, we want 121 rare. So we bought the Serpent. We need a Sparrow. And Word of Craft. 121 rare. plus critical, plus incoming healing, plus outgoing healing. That's finesse. Okay, so we're all in on precision. Should be it for Word of Craft. I don't think I need to buy another one. So we got for Words of Power. Ranged attack extension. That sounds like a good one. Wow, really? Okay. Taco Bell toilet music. Biggest fish you ever caught? IRL or in-game? I can tell you both, actually. Biggest fish I ever caught in game, of course, is the 50-pound salmon. Largest fish I ever caught IRL was a sailfish on the Gulf of Mexico. It was probably 80 or 90 pounds. It was a big fish and very heavy. And fighting that thing and reeling it in 95 plus heat was exhausting. I also caught a 3-foot barracuda. Mrs. M caught a picture of me holding the fish while 2 boat crew members helped me hold it. It was gorgeous, black and silver, and along the lateral line there were copper and violet covered scales that just sparkled in the sunlight. It was a beautiful fish. Grandpa's farm pond 23 years ago, and that thing was giant, so I don't know what it was, but it was so heavy I couldn't get it. My grandpa said it was a monster-like fish, had giant teeth like 4-inch fangs and all. Wow. Normally a giant fish from a farm pond would be a catfish typically. Sir Waffles said, did you throw it back or did you eat it? Are we talking about my sailfish? Sailfish are a protected species, so we got a photo and let it swim away. The boat crew kept the barracuda. They told us that we probably didn't want to eat them because they can contain parasites, but the boat crew was happy to cook and eat the barracuda. What part of the country did you catch your monster fish in, Taco Bell toilet music? How kind of them. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, Missouri. Okay, that's pretty close. I'm a Nebraskan. Was your grandpa's farm pond on a river or fed by a river? I'm thinking alligator gar might be a species with very large teeth in Missouri. I wouldn't want to mess with one of those. And actually, it's a small miracle if there was something that had a mouthful of teeth. If you're just casually fishing in a farm pond, I know the problem with like northern pike is if you're fishing for bass or bluegill and you catch a northern, if you don't have a steel leader on, the teeth can cut right through your line. It'll just swim away with your fishing line. It was a violent fish for sure. He kept trying to get my hand. Okay, yeah. Alligator gar is a pretty good guess. So. Oh, there we go. There's some sales going on in the Lotro store. And this week's freebie is Universal Solvent. Zinger's favorite. He loves making essences for his essence gear. The line he used was very good. Okay, well, it'd have to be if you hook into a big giant predator like that and you're able to hang on. There's a Deadeye nickname for my uncle because when I was young, he took me shooting and my first shot hit a small 1-inch dirt clod out of a tree. Oh, nice. When I'd take my niece and nephew fishing, I'd always bring my Daisy air rifle along, so if the fish weren't biting, we could at least shoot our pop bottles when we were done. Zinger says, I love my essences like I love protective species, so normally I just send them back into the wild. It's a good call. Those barracuda we caught had a mouthful of teeth. I smoke a lot, so my health isn't too good. Well, that's unfortunate. It's a tough habit to kick, I'm told. Plus, there's so many other bad habits that are more fun. Hopefully you can find a way to rid yourself of that. But if you're going to smoke Marlboros, because I bought Altria stock for my niece and nephew as part of their custodial brokerage accounts. And it pays a pretty good dividend, so... Thank you for smoking. Hopefully that will help put my niece through college. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I already did the crossbow. Pay attention, Ed. I'm trying. My problem is I also got a super addictive disability with autism. Oh, okay. Yeah, that can be a tough combination. My cousin got scammed, though, recently. This 4th, he had his friend, and his friend tried selling him an illegal firework. Tried telling him that's just a bottle rocket, and he didn't listen. Your cousin from Missouri? Thing went in the air, and it made the smallest explosion. Might be able to solo Remercant on your hunter after this. Cool. You'd think somebody from Missouri would know a good firework from a bottle rocket, because folks from Nebraska normally road trip down there to buy our fireworks. Northwest Missouri has a lot of good firework stands. I want to say Tarkio in particular People from Nebraska head down there to buy stuff we can't get here in the state. In fact, one time I was with my mom and my sister. We went to a funeral. A distant relative in Bedford, Iowa passed away. And on our way back from the funeral, we got stopped at the Nebraska-Missouri border. They wanted to check the car for fireworks. And like I was in a suit and tie and had my mom and sister in the car. And it was like, yeah, we weren't shopping for fireworks. So I let them search the car, and I think at the time my registration was expired and they let me go. So I was cooperative. He told me this thing will blow up the neighborhood. I was like, let's not get too excited. This is just a bigger bottle rocket. Thing just made small smoke in the air, too. I was like, well, that was a dud. Yeah, the fireworks, the problem is you buy them outside of peak season, and if they're not stored properly, if they're in a moist environment, the powder is going to get wet. It's not going to ignite like it would when it was fresh. 9 Raiders from Celestia have joined. Hello, Celestia and Raiders. Welcome, everybody. If you're not already following Celestia, shame on you. Terrific Lotro streamer. Be sure to throw her a follow. You can find her channel right there. She was playing and streaming some Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. Oh yeah, we have some friends who have. Actually, I think they just sold it and got rid of it. I should say they had a little house on the lake and near just south of Stratcom here in Nebraska. I think it's Hanson's Lake number 3. But we'd go down there for the 4th every year and just hang out at the lake and sit on their patio and watch all the neighbors shoot off big display fireworks. Seen some amazing displays down there. There's a few business owners who have residences down there, and they can invite customers and blow off $25,000 worth of fireworks and write it off as a business expense because they're entertaining clients. So they just go nuts with the firework displays. Well, that's pretty cool. It's also bad if the firework is broken. I've heard of them just exploding when trying to light instead of shooting off. Yeah, you want the fresh stuff. No doubt about it. Alright. Well, let's go someplace where we can shoot some high-level targets. Let's see what I got. Camp for the host. Heron deer. Dwarf holds. We'll go to the dwarf holds. Old people get tired easily, Taco Bell toilet music. They're all dead. I'm going to have to go find something else to shoot at. Yeah, I mean, I was already one-shotting with the old weapons. It was like, do I even need to upgrade? Redline Hunter's kind of buff. Let's go back to the old weapons just for fun. I have to manually remove these. I mean, I suppose the numbers are a little smaller, but the results are the same. So let's see what we get for quick shot. 40 and 50,000. Ironfold Easterling Slayer. Who knew? Completed a deed. Donnie says, good night. I talk to you guys tomorrow. Love you, Ed. Love you too, Donnie. You have a good night, buddy. Where'd that Jangovar attacker go? Come back. I want to murder you all. There we go. Yeah, these are with my old legendaries. I mean, I'm just ripping. Now, granted, these guys are conning green to me. They're not exactly hard targets, but you can kind of see from the results why I was like, do I even need new weapons? Die, Battle Cat scum. Jangovar Unchained. It looks like I hit a lizard by accident. So I was hitting the lizard last night. Whoa. So, like I said, those are the old weapons. Let's go back to the new ones. So, quick shot was hitting for 40 or 50. That was 39. That was okay. It actually looks like quick shot damage went down with the new weapons. Do you need VIP to play? No, actually all of my accounts are free to play. I have never subscribed to Lord of the Rings Online. Although it's a fantastic game, and I'd certainly encourage people to subscribe. Just maximizes the fun of your playing time. I spent a lot of time doing character maintenance stuff and doing extra work that VIP players don't have to do. but I'm a very patient man, so it doesn't bother me to spend a little bit of extra time cleaning up things. Yeah, I have all of the areas of the game unlocked except for well, I can't say that anymore. They've added some new lower level content that's not available in the Lotro store yet. But if you can buy it with Lotro points instead of money, I have it. I play enough and I earn enough Lotro points that I have Gundabad and I've got Minas Morgul and I've got all of the recent high-end expansions. They came out with Before the Shadow, but it's not available in the store yet, except for cash money, so I don't have that yet. I think I might have been wrecking stuff harder with my old legendaries. It's pretty interesting. I guess maybe for the sake of consistency, I could go to practice dummies. Why are you being so mean to the anode? To the animals, Donnie? Yeah, why are you being so mean to the animals? Well, they're not real animals. They're just digital characters. It would be like shooting ducks at a shooting gallery at the carnival. They're not real ducks. So it's basically just target practice, buddy. There's nothing to be worried about. Just like at the carnival, I can shoot them and they'll go away, and then they just come back in a couple minutes. They don't actually die. I would never go out and wantonly harm or kill animals for no reason in real life. See if we can trap this dude. Oops, I killed him. I think the trap killed him. Donnie doesn't want me to be mean to you, Mr. Goat, so I'm going to let you go. Same with you, Mr. Cow. I don't think I need to slay any more wolves to complete the Slayer deed, so I'll even leave the wolves alone for you, Donnie. The Jangavar sorcerers. They're going to learn a lesson. Didn't like the way they were looking at me. That's explosive arrow. Donnie says, I was just seeing why you was killing them. It wasn't I wasn't being mean. But saying that, though, I knew what it was. I think that you can do what you want to. Good night. Thanks, Donnie. Freelancer checking in. Hi, Freelancer. How are you, bud? Mandalorian checking in. Good evening, Mandalorian. When we shouted out Celestia earlier, we should probably also go ahead and shout out Bacchus. Mary Rose checking in. Hi, Mary Rose. How are you, Hobnugget? That's a cow, so I won't be mean to the cow. One shot, one kill. Wow, that's quite the prowling battle cat. Defeat prowling battle cats. Teeth of the Jangovar. That's for unleashing your prowling battle cats upon the landscape. That's a cow. That's not even a prowling battle cat. But these things put really long bleeds on you. For Zinger's sake, I'll do my best Taylor Swift imitation and try to shake it off. Mrs. M is good. I talked to her before I flew in and after I got home today. Her friend Carrie came and visited her, and they were having a nice talk when I called from the airport in Dallas. And she's in good spirits, and I think she's glad I'm back and is looking forward to me bringing her something yummy tomorrow. I think she said she wanted chicken wings, so I'll have to hook her up. I kind of expected to find battle cats out here. I haven't seen any more, just that one that attacked me. Maybe they're invisible and I'm supposed to track them? Seems like it could be a thing. Let's look and see. Passage of Nature. Oh, there's a prowling battle cat. Let's track it. Hello, Moo Moo Cow. How was my flight coming back and going there? The flights were blissfully uneventful. Miraculously, I flew Southwest Airlines, and they didn't even lose my luggage. I had a very good experience. And the hotel we stayed at was nice, and we ate at some good restaurants, and it was a good trip. Not sure, but I think there might be an Auroch herd cow nearby. What? I guess I didn't hit track fast enough. Just getting ready to click on that thing when it went away. Time to track again, I guess. Any barbecue? No, as a matter of fact, I asked about a place in Roanoke called 8 Shot? I know it smelled good when we walked past it, but Hard 8, there you go. We ate at Dovetail Cafe for breakfast on Thursday. And then, we ate there for breakfast on Wednesday, and then we went to Foster's for lunch on Thursday. Donnie says, what do you think for me to do? Do you think what you always do on Saturday for me? Yep, I think we can do that, Donnie. And we ended up hanging out at one of the HG supply companies, the one over in Trophy Club, and that was pretty nice to hang out. Actually, it was beautiful. Wednesday when I arrived, it was like 78 degrees, and we went there in the evening, and sat in the open patio area, and it was still like 70 degrees, and it was quite comfortable and much more pleasant than it was back here in Omaha. So getting to enjoy a little bit of warm weather, at least for the first day down there. Thursday and today were chilly, but not nearly as bad as Omaha, so it's nice to get a chance to thaw out a little bit. Not yesterday and today, yeah. Did you like Foster's? I didn't check it out while living over there. Yeah, I understand they closed for a while. Could be worse. You could be in LA, snow on the Hollywood sign. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, Foster's was good. The sushi was pretty high quality. The fish was good. My rice was a little bit off. It just seemed a little dry and crunchy, and they weren't very busy. So I think it was just a matter of, I don't know if we had old rice or exactly what was going on. But yeah, I got a sashimi and sushi bento for lunch. Came with a couple of fried pot stickers. I normally like them steamed better. They weren't Japanese style. They were more Chinese buffet style. So if you're in a Japanese restaurant, they're called gyoza. If you're in a Korean restaurant, they're called mandu. And they're pot stickers in a Chinese restaurant. Pork dumplings, they can either be lightly fried on one side and then steamed, or they can be completely deep fried. They're better if you steam them, in my opinion. So these were pretty crunchy, but they tasted good. Little salad with sesame dressing, some miso soup. But the quality of the fish was very, very good, and that's probably the most important thing. But I don't know if they were using older rice or just didn't get it hydrated enough when they steamed it. But it was just a little dry and not quite sticky enough. It's kind of important for sushi. And the other weird thing was they didn't serve rice with it. I had to order steamed rice extra. And it's like, how do you serve sashimi without rice? It kind of threw me for a loop, but I just ordered rice, so I got it handled. Roscoe says, what is the Lord of the Rings game like? Have you played a lot? I also travel for work a lot in Canada. Just got some snow here. I'll bet there's some snow in Canada. Hi, Roscoe. Yeah, Lord of the Rings Online, I've played for a long time. It's a very enjoyable game, and the replay value on it is just about infinite. It's a huge game world. There's tons and tons of things to see and explore, and lots of quests for characters of all level, and a lot of the longtime players have alternate characters on multiple servers and go back and re-roll from scratch occasionally. The game's still being actively developed for. Easterling Refugee. So there's still new content coming out. Matter of fact, I'm just learning now about some changes to the game. So I'm glad I dusted off this character. Let's see if we can track another battle cat. But mechanically, it's a lot like World of Warcraft or some of the other MMOs that are out there. But what makes it unique is how well integrated it is into Tolkien's written works and the movies. And it's really well done from a storytelling standpoint. I very much have enjoyed the game for a long time. And the development team is very much fans of Tolkien's work and stay very faithful to the original lore. There's some parts of the game that I think present Middle Earth better than even the movies did. The capital of Rohan, Edoras. In the movie, I always thought it just kind of looked like an old cavalry outpost from a western with the wooden fencing and stuff. And I think it's presented much more elegantly in game, particularly Medicel, the mead hall in Edoras. And there's some other places in game like that that are just really, really gorgeous and well presented. And some areas like Mordor is opened up now, and you can go quest and explore in Mordor, and it's horrifically beautiful. They did a really nice job designing Mordor. And there's some original storyline in Mordor from after the destruction of the One Ring. And they do a nice job of weaving your story in with the movie characters. And your adventures are parallel to theirs. And they sometimes intersect, but sometimes you'll help Gandalf or Legolas with a quest, or run into Aragorn. But, you know, other times you'll run into completely new characters and be off doing your own thing. It's pretty brilliant game design, really. You know, it's a 16-year-old game now. Graphically, there's more impressive titles out there. But from a gameplay standpoint and a storytelling standpoint, it's really solid. It plays well. And, I mean, as you can see, I'm looking around at clouds and mountains and sky and, you know, the sun setting. And it's a beautiful game. I mean, is it bleeding edge graphics? Is it super high tech? No, there's nothing too fancy about it. But it's just fun to play, and you don't even have to subscribe. I'm a free-to-play player, and I've got pretty much the whole game world unlocked. There's a few little sections I haven't gotten around to adding yet. I don't have to kill any more battle cats, but it just seemed like a good idea. So Roscoe says, I played WoW for years when it started and loved Lord of the Rings, so that's great to hear. Rohan looked so small, I agree, it was so disappointing. Grass was green here in Ontario for the past few weeks. Very bizarre for the time. And then there's the community. Yeah, it's a great group of players, too. Game looks good enough for an MMO. It's free to play, free to download, and if you decide to subscribe, an annual subscription will set you back $100. There's some really nice perks that come with that. It unlocks fast travel. You can get your mail anywhere. You don't have to go find a mailbox, which makes, you know, moving around, crafting items and you know, loot gear and things from character to character much easier. You also get 500 bonus points a month to spend in the Lotro store, and that'll help you unlock any expansions that you might need. A lot of the content is available to everyone. I think up through level 95, which is Western Rohan. But like Mordor and Minas Morgul and Gondor, those are still expansions that you have to pay for. Access to vaults anywhere? Really? I didn't know about that. Of course, all my vaults are full, so... I mean, the new crossbow doesn't look too bad, but it's not as cool as the One Nemini crafted herself. Ginger says, yeah, you get vault access and mail in the forge and auction houses at anywhere. Very nice. Are you just questing, leveling up? This is a character I haven't played in a while that I just dusted off. And I created some new legendary weapons. These are my old ones in the bag. And I'm just out in a higher level zone, just kind of poking around and seeing if there's much of a damage improvement from weapon set to weapon set. Still love the detail on that bobber. Yeah, it's got some DX11 graphic enhancements and this particular character has max 200 fishing skill in game, and I've got a bunch of cool fishing trophies mounted in my house. Oh, Dranus. Away for several weeks, come back, Ed's fishing. Some of the best things in life don't change. Hi, Dranus. How are you, buddy? Busy is good. Gotta make hay while the sun's shining. Yeah, there's the thing we call the 5 tenets of quality Lotro streaming. Thou shalt fish, thou shalt craft, thou shalt manage thy inventory, thou shalt turn in thy task items, and thou shalt eat on camera. So, I think I've done pretty well, at least 3 of the 5 so far. One thing about Lotro players, man, we all love to talk about food. Which reminds me, one of the best pieces of fish I had when I was at Foster's was they just gave kind of a mixed combo for the sushi for the bento box. But I specifically remember eating the yellowtail tuna, and it was just really nice and fresh, and that little bit of very pleasantly fishy, oily taste you get from nice, rich, fatty tuna. The hamachi, the yellowtail, was really good. The regular tuna, on the other hand, was almost too lean. It had almost no fat on it. Don't run at me. Weird. Tom TRW says, well met, friend. Talking about visiting Gollum's sushi restaurant in Gondor? Yes. Roscoe's a fan of Thai curry? I agree. Man, this dude just won't move. I wanted him to run into my trap. I tricked that wolf. Now, Gollum had an appreciation for good sushi. And as we frequently mention, he is the true hero of Lord of the Rings. When Frodo couldn't bear to part with the ring and destroy it, it was Gollum who took care of it in the end. See if that corpse has any snacks on him. Dwero gleam, logs of thornholt wood, wax. Just watched the Hobbit movies last week. Time for the Loader trilogy. Gollum was pushed by Eru, the god of Middle-earth. It was fate that he be there at the end. Excuse me, you guys. I apologize. I had an early morning this morning. We went back into the one of the campus buildings to look at some technical stuff before we headed to the airport, so I was up bright and early. I will stay on the Coke Zero and try to keep going here. Is that in some lore? I have yet to read the Silmarillion. Sleep is for the weak. I agree, but I'm feeling pretty weak. Forgive me for asking, but what do you teach? Oh, corporate campus. I'm an IT guy. Live in Nebraska, but I had to travel to Dallas for a couple of days for work and just got back this afternoon. Potton says, very early creation of Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He was always going to be the one to die with the ring. No other story for him, as far as I can remember. Alright, maybe the thing to do, instead of picking on all these level greenies, is let's travel. And we'll go to the housing area. Yeah, one of the other nice things about the Lotro community here on Twitch is everybody's very friendly, happy to answer questions. And you've got guys like Ponton hanging out who know... I mean, he's forgotten more lore than I've probably ever known. I enjoy the game very much. Ed was pushed by the Coke Zero, the god of beverages. It was fate that he streamed tonight. Exactly. Plus, I haven't played any video games in almost 3 days, so I had to get that straightened out. One of the company outings we did, we went to a place in Dallas called Crush It. It's like a virtual sports bar. They have regular sports on TVs, but they got a bunch of snacks for us, wings and chips and dip and flatbread pizzas. And we had 2 of these game stations checked out where it was sort of like Top Golf, but they had all kinds of different games. You could golf, throw footballs, throw baseballs, hit hockey pucks on a big virtual screen, and your physical motion, you'd actually hit or throw an actual ball at the screen, and the cameras would track it and approximate it simulator style, and it was pretty cool. The guys were having a lot of fun. There were a couple of guys from one of our data centers who got into a kicking contest, and one of them kicked, I don't know how many field goals in a row. It was pretty cool looking. It was kind of gave you an appreciation for what it actually looks like. I was watching a guy try to throw baseballs, and he kept walking everybody. All of his pitches were way high. It's like, dude, the strike zone's knee to shoulder. You can't be throwing above a guy's head and expect to get a strike. Every once in a while, the simulator would swing at one of those wild pitches just for fun, but he walked a lot of batters. So, let's see what we got here. Tom TRW says, if you think of it, he was tortured and corrupted so deeply because of the ring. Dying in the way he did was the perfect way to bring the end of what tortured him for so long. It's not like he'd been able to enter the West like Frodo, so being able to go straight into the halls of Mandos is the true hero. Singer says, I noticed that you were in a docile mood. Must have been the lack of Apex and Witcher the last couple days. Witcher 3 went pretty well Tuesday, actually. I did eventually run into I'm almost at the very end of Blood and Wine, and the last battle got a little bit hairy, but I was actually playing some Apex before I hopped on tonight. So that was frustrating me. Yeah, I was pretty wound up about it, but I'm taking my utter shellacking as probably just being a little bit tired and fatigued from travel. I don't mind the idea of traveling, but hanging out in airports is exhausting. Just don't enjoy that part of it at all. Like I tweeted out on Wednesday about paying $4.29 for a Coke Zero. That's just stupid. On the other hand, when you've got a company Amex card and a $125 per diem, you may as well spend $4.29 on a Coke Zero. But that's just life at the airport. You're kind of a captive audience, so you can go thirsty, head to the water fountain by the restrooms, or buy the Coke Zero. I have no regrets. Tom TRW says, I'd imagine because of his corruption, being in the Undying Lands would only bring more pain and immortality in the legendariums, not as simply as we'd think. The last king of Numenor was buried and the immortality brought him pain, since his race wasn't meant to be immortal. Get in the lounge and drink to your heart's content. Amex perks, yeah. Alright, let's go shoot some challenging targets. I'm in level 130 plus zone on a level 123 character, so I don't even know if I'll be able to hurt anything around here. We'll take a peek though. As long as they con red and not purple. No, doggone it, the hobgoblins are purple. And the shame of it is I only need a little bit of experience. But I can't hurt anything here. I'm just about one level too low. And I'm about 95% done with that level I need. One mission to level up. You can do the missions there. Okay, good advice, guys. Thank you. And we all know how much I love running missions. So that's a whole thing. We'll do a mission. I am on Arkenstone tonight. This is my level 123 hunter. I have not played in a long time. And I just wanted to rehabilitate her a little bit. I went and got some new legendaries. She was still using her old legendaries, and I hadn't gotten any new ones for her. Dwarven architecture is so good, it always fascinates me. Yeah, and we were talking earlier about how so much of the game is just so beautifully depicted. Gundabad is one of the dwarves' ancestral homes that was taken over by orcs when they were driven from it, but the dwarven halls are still here and gorgeously depicted, and that would be hard to do in a movie. Mines of Moria is spectacular as well. A lot of players get frustrated because it's a huge area. In one respect, it's a single dungeon. In another respect, it's a huge region with lots of sub-regions and tons of quests and tons of places to explore. Gundabad's pretty big too. Oh, I thought there were prerequisites to doing the missions.
Gundabad shall be ours at last.
Gollum was tortured for like 500 years with the ring. Even if he didn't die with the ring, he still died, like, turned into dust. Oh, if he hadn't destroyed the ring himself, he would have died when the ring was destroyed? Is that what we're saying? Completed the Halls of Vernazal. Okay. Oh, Ozma and Horan are out in the other hall, is that right? No, I'm looking for a mission recruiter. That's a stable master. Alright, what am I missing, guys? Got to start up the allegiance with Zelruka. Do I just go to the allegiance menu? Oh, now he's got the sword above his head. No, Gundabad's fine.
I am pleased that you have pledged to aid the Zelruka as we work to reclaim Gundabad. Only a Drak shows mercy in battle.
Oh, I got prerequisites I gotta do. Orban Kid says, I think I spent an hour or so doing this Join Allegiance prequest thing. That's a long prequest. Downside of large halls are large halls. Singer makes an excellent point. Excuse me, I do try to meet those. I think I need to check these overlook points if I remember. They're for looking over. View from the balcony over the court is truly impressive. We'll stop and smell the roses there. Don't jump. There's not a deed for that?
Welcome among us, friend.
The music is great too, epic. Hopefully they do a console port one day. There's been some talk of it, but I think it would be pretty challenging to try to remap all those controls to a controller. It's a lot of buttons. Oh. I think everything's filled up. Tommy Lawless says, impressive looking traceries there, Ed. Thank you, Tommy. Goofy Old Lady says, I also have a 140 champ on Arc, Ed, transported for Manor. Oh, nice. Tommy was last seen streaming Lord of the Rings online. Very good, sir. How's the weather there, Ed? It's freezing out. Yeah, it's been cold here, too. Texas was nice on Wednesday, and then even yesterday and today it turned cold. Low of 5 here tonight. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. And the wind chills have been really high, meaning that it's gotten really cold. All you can do, Tommy, is stay inside and play video games. Although I've got another computer to build. A friend of mine hit me up. A friend of his daughter. Oh, look at that.
Gundabad shall be ours at last.
A friend of his daughter's needs a computer, and he's going to help her out a little bit with it, so called me up. It's going to be a Ryzen 5500, 16 gigs of RAM, B450 motherboard, 1 terabyte NVMe drive, Gen 3, and I got a 8 gig Radeon RX 580 off of eBay for it. I think it's going to match up nicely. It should be a nice system. Talk to Yarnfast citizens. That's not what I'm looking to do. Chapter 1, The Righteous Claim. I need to go into Varenzoll. We can do that. Odranus says low of 52 was 69 today. Hashtag Bama. Don't worry, the cold's coming your way, Odranus. Should be just what you need to ruin your weekend. Hopefully not, though.
Have you a moment?
Uh-oh, I might be dropping loot.
For the Jalruka!
Oh, the throne, it's inside the hall top floor. Oh, explore the throne. No, that didn't trip. Weird. Am I supposed to sit on the throne? Do they mean the porcelain throne? That's not the throne? Really? Okay, it's in the other area. Oh, the throne behind Prince Igor? Okay. One of the benefits of streaming this game is when you're lost or confused, chat will help you out. I always get a kick out of streamers who are like, no backseat driving. It's like, are you mad? That's the best way to play some games. Not here. Excuse me, I gotta grab more Coke Zero. Ooh, we found the mailbox. Vault Keeper. From this seat, many proclamations were made by the lords of Gundabad. Okay. They're selling for 50 silver. That's very disappointing. For that price, Zinger, I may just go back to throwing them away. Nope, that must be it. We ride for the prince and for glory. Ponton's heading out. Ponton, have a good night. Sleepy time. Gotta be off. Have fun storming the castle. Whoosh. Yeah, carry-alls are pretty handy. Yeah.
This hall must be a place of beauty, restored to the shining beacon it once was.
Defeat bats. Gundabad Mission Slayer. Freelancer says I opened a loot box, got a level 70 shield, a level 470 shield, far better than what I was carrying, and 500 embers and an item that deconned for another 400 embers. Nice. There, we're 10 of 10 on the bats. Now we got to defeat rats. Okay, before we defeat rats, I got to fix this. Be right back, y'all. Chair stream hype. Everybody take a break. Alrighty, let's kill some rats. That's why I had to get the Coke Zero for Urban Kid. He says after the rats, there's at least one more round of stuff to slay. Do I have to go up a level to find the rats? Is that the deal? Nope, there's a cave rat. One! I sent that rat straight to hell. Did you stop in with Mrs. M today, or was it too late when you got back? How's she doing? She's doing good. It was too late. By the time I got home, it was pretty much 6 o'clock. And those computer parts I ordered started showing up. I had a bunch of stuff to haul in and get some stuff unpacked. And I mean, there wouldn't have been much point in me driving out to see her today. Would have been in the middle of. Yeah, she would have had dinner done by the time I. It would have been like 7 o'clock, and visiting hours would have been over within an hour anyway. And I can't even imagine what she'd say if I showed up without bringing her treats. Well, I know what she'd say. She'd say, "Get out." Visiting hours? Is she okay? Oh, no, she's been in the hospital almost 4 months for various things, Odranis. She developed gangrene in the pinky toe on her left foot. And she had to have surgery. They removed her pinky toe and the left edge of her left foot. And she bounced back from that pretty good, but they didn't get all of the infection, or the infection came back. So in November, she went back in and they took the fourth toe off of the left foot. And that surgery went well, and she was recovering nicely. But the infection got into her bloodstream, and due to the sepsis, her arteries expanded and caused blood flow to slow down, and she had a coronary blockage. She had a pretty major heart attack Thanksgiving morning, coded about 7 times. They got her stabilized, but she spent almost 2 weeks sedated and on a ventilator. And then after about a month, she got out of the hospital. They transferred her to a post-critical care hospital. She did about 2 months there. And then she's been at a skilled nursing facility doing physical and occupational therapy. She's still pretty weak because, I mean, she just basically laid in bed for 3 months. But they've been working with her to get her stronger and walking again, and she's doing good. There's no sign of any permanent damage to her heart, which is a blessing. And then, now I'm on to Grodbog. And her foot's healing up nicely, and now it's just a matter of getting her self-sufficient again so she can come home. OSU Cowboys 85 says, "Get out." Oh my goodness. Hi, Cowboys. How are you? OSU Cowboys is another great Lotro streamer. Shame on you if you're not already following him, but you can fix that right now. Now I gotta defeat 10 more of something. Cave claws? I suppose I gotta go upstairs for those again too. They're mostly by the water area. Okay. Oh, I think I remember that now. There we go. But Mrs. M is doing well enough that I felt like it would be fine to go ahead and travel for a couple of days. It's the first time I haven't visited her daily since all of this began. But she's doing just fine. She's getting stronger. They're working her out, and she's in good spirits as long as I keep bringing her food and she doesn't have to eat the hospital crap. There we are. I need to vendor some junk.
Here. Alright, let's go talk to the prince.
There's that level 123 we were looking, or 124 we were looking for. Now let's see if we can go shoot some hard targets. Singer says, I recall a hospitalized family member who would order some extra stuff from their meal selections to pass off on us. Saturday was usually chicken pot pie night. The funny part is, I don't really think the food is all that bad. But Mrs. M's just been in the hospital for so long, she doesn't want any of it. Can't really blame her. Oops, somebody murdered the hobgoblins. Let's do a piercing trap. We'll do a regular trap. Oh, this is going to get ugly. Oh, I did kill something. Nope, they got me. I am at the REM circle. I like my food seasoned and spicy. Hospital type food is so bland. Yeah, they do tend to underseason it a bit, maybe. Whoops. Piercing trap. Oh, that must be that travel point everybody was telling me I wanted. Gets me back to Gundabad whenever I want now. There's piercing trap. Don't be like me, boys and girls. Lock your skill bars. Cry of the Hunter. Okay, I think we got what we need. Well, need is a strong word. The hell was that? Oh, you clicked on the wrong thing, dumbass. That's what that was. Ah, some of these skills are new to me. I gotta learn them. There we go. Nope, got me. Alright, I know one thing for sure. I shouldn't be in Gundabad yet. I think we kind of figured that out already. That's alright. It was fun to try. So we've got the new legendaries. We've got the trait lines sorted out. Frenzied stone claws. At my skill bar locked to a toggle of Alt Q. Oh, good call. You're lucky you might get a packet of pepper or salt good enough for one fry. I dare say if I had to choose between Mrs. Mustafa's cooking or hospital food, I might just pick the hospital food. Guess you need to switch to being a yellow hunter main just in time if they decide to pacify that line next. Could be. I hadn't really thought of it in those terms before, but where does she get off criticizing somebody else's cooking? That woman has made some horrible dishes over the years. What did it say? Oh, okay. Like, what do you mean I can't use that board? I'm 124. You mean Warm Mayo Mac wasn't the winner? It was not. And why do we do task item turn-ins every day, boys and girls? They're good and good for you. You get experience points, item experience points, worsted experience points. You get reputation points, you gain titles, you gain cosmetics, and most important, it helps get crap out of your bags. You'd be a fool to not do task item turn-ins. Oh, those shattered axes aren't... Okay, those needed to be sold. Tufted ears, toughened skins. Disgusting filth. Yep, don't have enough to complete that. OSU Cowboy says, I'm going to cook up a pot of spaghetti meat sauce for our supper tonight. Noting it's after midnight here. That's a late supper. I'm at my limit for task item turn-ins for the day. Very good. I have new mail. Well, there's a bunch of stuff I don't have room for.
Greetings.
All right, everybody. Let's do some crafting. Herky Mad checking in. Hello, Herky Mad. Playing some Borderlands recently. No. The world needs to know of your streaming prowess, Herky Mad. We can't keep you a secret any longer. Oh, and right before I left, Tuesday night after I got done with Witcher 3, our old friend Bloodborne was streaming Fishing Planet. We got to shout him out. Oh, he's been streaming Lotro lately, too. In fact, I think Bloodborne mentioned he was planning on doing some fishing in real life, and I think he said he was going to try to stream it. Should be interesting. He even did some fishing in Lotro the other night in the Vial Ma. Very nice. There was somebody who just told us a week or two ago they caught their 50-pound salmon while they were in the Vial Ma waiting for the rest of their fellowship. These salt and pepper pistachios are delicious. Gulam says, is Fellowship a guild in Lotro? You can have a pickup fellowship, but it's just a collection of players. A full fellowship is 6 players. A small fellowship is 3, and a full raid is usually 12. So different size groups essentially, yeah. And there's group content that's geared for different size groups. There's plenty of solo content too, so if you don't have a group, you can still go play and have fun. So I am taking my Gundabad hides and turning them into Gundabad brushed leather, which my tailor will eventually be able to make into medium or light armor, and cloaks and probably a couple of other things. There are guilds in Lord of the Rings Online. They're called kinships. That's different from a fellowship. Yep. No, that's going to be a problem.
Hello there.
We ride for Osgiliath after the battle. And for glory. I haven't mentioned it previously. Salt and pepper pistachios are yummy. Oh, no, I wanted to be on that horse. Time to pick some flowers. Nah, I'm going the other way. Much as I love flower picking. I figure if that level 130 zone is a little steep for me. Excuse me, let's go poke around in Minas Morgul. I'm picking out a thermos for you. No ordinary thermos will do. Now entering Kirith Ungol. Singer said I should be able to go solo Remercant, so I'm going to go give it a try. I know Zinger wouldn't steer me wrong. He's my buddy. Look, no hands. Man. Did I say you do it solo? I meant so long if you try it. Oh, okay. Those are going to take some work to open. Yeah. Well, he did not seem to fall for my traps. Probably because he died instantly. There's a good view of Minas Morgul from up here. It's spooky. Time for me. Have fun. Stay awake there. I'm struggling a bit too, Ginger. I just wanted to get out and try out the new bow. But like I said, I was up pretty early this morning and traveling and doing everything else. I could probably head off to bed myself. In fact, I think I'll follow Ginger's lead. Let's see who else is streaming. We've got French Girl Gaming. So there we go. Let's go say hi to French Girl Gaming. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I resuscitated my poor neglected hunter. Have a great night, everybody. I should be on my channel more this weekend. Come by and say hello, and we'll see you soon.
Oh my god, guys, sorry. What timing? I wasn't having no break. Hello everyone, hello Raiders. Let me give you a shout out. How are you, Big Ed? Thank you for bringing the Lotto stream into the world of Oddworld. I'll give a shout out to the Lotto stream, of course. For those who don't know, the official Lotto stream channel. How was the stream? Perfect timing, Goofy, yeah. At least it was at the end of my break. And I got back here. Not the beginning of it, which means I could still be gone for a while. What do you think guys get up to? Reorganizing neglected hunter tonight. Okay, that's good. I've still been having fun in my minstrel, so I'll be doing a bit more down my next Lotto stream next week. But for the time being, I'm having fun playing a witch. Now, let's go and investigate. Merlin trial. There's a whole bunch of them around. Oh, nice.